Hi guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things Monday to makeup related. That's your vibe. I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I'm bringing you my March update for the Ancient Mythos Project Pan. So if you want to see everything we've been working on, what we're rolling out, what we're rolling in, and everything in between, let's just get into it. Alright, so if you don't know what this project's about, it was created by Darya and is a Pantastic Ladies Collab. It goes from November 30th of 2024 to November 30th of 2025. The prompts are all about gods, figures, and locations from mythology, and this round specifically is based around Greek mythology, which is why I had to join, because I love Greek mythology. All of the blurbs on the topics and all of the prompts will be in the description box, and so will, the project and all of that. You were to roll in 3 to 12 prompts and then just pick whatever goals you would like. So we're just going to get into it. I have a whole bunch of rollouts. Actually, I need the highlighter of justice because we have a whole bunch of rollouts. I'm very, very happy about this. So for Artemis, and that was a product from a woman-owned brand, I only needed, I think, one more use on this guy to hit my 5-use goal. It was 1 or 2 more uses, but I did hit my 5th use on February 6th. So this is the About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paint in the shade La Zona Rosa, which is just this beautiful pink. I did use it as a cream blush once. It was fine. I definitely these are eye paints for me, personally, but I am happy I got my 5 uses out of it. I do think I just don't love the warm pink that this is. They have a cooler pink that I think I would like better, but I really do love this formula. So it is what it is. I think that if and when I need a pink base, it'll be nice to get some use out of that. So Artemis is officially rolling out. I think that's been in since the beginning, if not since like the 1st or 2nd update. So then we have for Apollo, which I had changed my product, I think last update or the update prior, but that is a product that is bright, sparkly, or gold. So I brought in, as you can see, this is bright and gold. This is a ZC, it's one of their Blossom Blushes, and this is in the shade 2 Hibiscus. And I brought this in for a 10-use goal, and I still haven't used it. No uses yet. And I'm just finding that I don't love the coral shade. I have a blush in here that we'll talk about later that's a similar color, but more muted, that I think I like better. But again, I haven't used this yet to tell you that for certain. So hopefully by next update, I will have used this at least once to get my feel on it. But I have not even used that yet. I've dropped the ball on Apollo for sure. Then we have Medusa, a product that once had an embossing. So I brought in my Simpsons Makeup Revolution Treehouse of Horrors palette, and I specifically was working on this bronzer, which is Evil Twin. It did used to have Bart's whole head in here, and as you can see, you can very much see the waffle pan. I love the bronzer. I had a 10-use goal on it, and I met that goal on the 15th of February. I unfortunately am now going to go ahead and declutter this face palette, as much as I absolutely adore this bronzer. I do not like the blush. It's been my least favorite in this palette since I got the palette. It's hard pressed, and I just don't like that. And the blush, though it shifts pink, it's just not an intense highlight. I said blush. Highlight. I have better pinky shifting highlights, so I don't see the point of keeping a trio when I only am head over heels in love with one of the products. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this, but I did meet my goal on it, and I do really love the bronzer. I'm very sad to see it go, but there just isn't a point to let the other 2 products in there rot. So Medusa has been met. Then we have King Midas, and that was one of your most expensive products. anything Jeffree Star is extremely expensive, and I have several shades in this palette in other projects. This is the Northern Lights Supreme Frost Pro Palette. So I had brought in the shade Alaskan Ice, which I am wearing today. It's like a bluey green highlighter. I wanted to get a 10 use goal on it, and I am sitting at 8 out of 10 uses. I have used it 4 times in March, and honestly, because of its bluey green nature, I might get my last 2 uses in the next week or so, but I'm not going to roll something in for it. This will just hopefully be a nice roll out for next month, because 2 uses should not be hard for me to get. But I really do like that formula. It is gorgeous. Then we had Calypso, a product you never want to let go of. I love these NYX blushes. Didn't sound like that was coming out correctly. They're the Sweet Cheeks Blush Mousse. So they do have a wand on them. And this is probably the best nude blush in my collection. This one specifically is the shade Nude Tude, and it just comes in clutch. Whenever I just need a nude blush, this is what I reach for. Put a 10 use goal on it, and I hit my 10 uses on the 3rd of March. Love this. I will be so sad when these go. These are probably one of the only cream blushes that, like, if they go bad or I use them up, I will repurchase these. 1,000,000%. But Calypso is donezo. So next we have the Minotaur, and that was a duo. So this is the other blush that I was talking about. So this is from Give Beauty, and it's their Feelin' Cheeky Amplifying Blush Duo in the shade Stars Aligned. So now I want you to see I know they're different, but they are similar. This is just a very bright coral, whereas this is a more muted, and it's got more peach, whereas this is more orange. And normally I like orange, but there's just something about the shade of this I just don't jive with, but I love this. I love this duo so much. Especially because they're both powders. One is a matte and one is like it's not even fully a shimmer. It's just a satin. And it's gorgeous. I love it. I have a 10 use goal on it. I've only used it 3 times. I have a lot of blush projects. I'm going to do my best to not roll in any more blushes. But, you know, we'll see what the prompts call for. But I'm really enjoying this. Then we have Hestia, a product you only wear around the house. So I brought in my Blossom Cuticle Oil. It's the Juicy Peach scent. And I just wanted to use this until the end of the project and see how much progress we could make. It's starting to make a little bit of a dip. I have used it 23 times. So almost a full month's worth. We do have some weight change, which is nice for me to see, because I feel like that's going to be a better measurement than me just looking at progress. My only complaint about this is it leaks, even though I've screwed it on as tight as humanly possible. And it doesn't really, it kind of smells like bad peaches. So I don't even know if this is something I should still continue to use. Let me know. Let me know what you think about this, because it does not smell good. Like, it doesn't smell horrible. I still smell peach, but I also smell like, it smells like bad peach gummies. If that makes sense. Ugh, I have oil all over me. Then we had Hades, and that was a product near expiration. So I brought in my Well People mascara. It's the Exhibitionist Pro Mascara, and it's just in the shade Black. I loved this mascara. This is what the wand looks like. Went on super easy. This is probably one of the easiest mascaras I've ever been able to take off. I used it 20 times in the project, and I'm calling it done. Because it was just now rearing on its 3 months, and I personally think that that's about what I get out of mascara. but it's starting to clump up. They're starting to not get much on the wand, and once we start getting the clumpiness and stuff, I call it. So, to me, this mascara is done, but I got 20 uses out of it, so that is a job well done. And mind you, I had used that mascara for probably a month prior to putting it in this project, so it didn't only get 20 uses. So then, got it. We have pan, hit pan on any product. So I pulled in this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow, which is on my eyes today. It's in the shade Rooftop Cocktails. It's in like the center of my eye. I really like this. I think this is a gorgeous shade. It's starting to smell like crayon, so I think as soon as I hit pan on it, it's gotta go. Hopefully I can hit pan on it ASAP because, like, we have a good dip in there. You can see that ring. But this one's gotta go as soon as I hit pan. I've used it 3 times. This is now probably out of the last remaining couple Super Shocks I have left. This is my oldest one, so. Yep, hopefully by next update I'll have pan on that guy. That's my goal. And then we have, so Athena, which is a product someone recommended to you. I had in, get rid of that. I had in the Super Shock Blush from ColourPop in the shade, I think, Digital Baddie. But I tried it once, and on the 15th of February, I decluttered it. I didn't like the texture of it on the cheeks. I didn't like the finish. I didn't like anything about that product. So I decluttered it. And originally, I wasn't going to roll anything in for that product because I had such a hard time figuring out something to roll in for a product that someone else recommended to me. But I ended up picking this up from Walmart on a YouTube recommendation. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Matte Lipstick in the shade Skinny Dipping. Because I just hear people rant and rave and talk so highly about this shade in particular. So I picked it up. So I'm bringing this in for 10 uses, and I have used it once. Now I will say, it's dry. She is a dry formula on the lips, so I don't know if I love it, to be honest. But I've only used it once, and I loved the color. So we gotta see. We gotta see how we feel about it. Now, how many do we actually have rolling in? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 prompts rolling in. So let me get my tablet out and ready, get all this stuff out from in front of me, and we will roll in those new prompts. All right, so the screen recording is going to be up here for you guys. And let's go ahead and get our 4 prompts rolled in. So first we have Achilles, a product from a category that's your Achilles heel. It's your weakness. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Then we have Zeus, a storm, weather, or sky themed product. Okay. No idea what I'm bringing in for these. The Argo, a flagship product or a product the brand is known for. This is going to take me a hot minute to find these. And last but not least, Prometheus, a product that completely changed your makeup game. Okay, well, give me a hot minute. I'm going to go find those products and I'll be right back for you guys. I don't want to tell you that took a half hour to find 4 items, but it took a half hour to find 4 items. It was ridiculous. So here we are. Let me get this paper clip back on here and we'll continue. Okay, so for Achilles, a product from a category that's your weakness. Well, a category that's my weakness is highlighters, unfortunately. And I just picked up two. So one that's coming in is the Wet n Wild Chameleon Chrome highlighter in the shade Venus Swing, which this is the bluey purple one. This collection is so nice. These highlighters are like water. They're gorgeous. I have all four of the eyeliners. Everything I'm bringing in is for a 10-use goal, all four items. So we have this guy. For Zeus, which took the longest, I could not find something. And I feel like this is a cop-out because I'm bringing in another highlighter, but I promise you I could not find something storm, weather, or sky related. So this is from that Northern Lights palette from Jeffree Star. And I'm bringing in the shade Arctic Sky, which is this one right here. I have not used this shade yet. So, ooh, it's more purple. Ooh, I'm excited to see how that looks on my skin. I feel like it's very similar to Thawed Out, which I have in a project. I think I need like one more use on it. I love Thawed Out. So far I've used Alaskan Ice, which I still need 2 uses on. I've used Thawed Out in a project, and I've used Anchorage in a project, which I loved Anchorage. So Arctic Sky is coming in for 10 uses. Not too shabby. Then for the Argo, a product that our brand is known for. This also took me a while to find something, but hear me out. I'm bringing in my Tarte Shape Tape because Tarte is known for Shape Tape. This one specifically is the Radiant version. I know. I don't have the original, but it's still Shape Tape. And I have mine in the shade 20B Light. So, got the big old wand. It's so cold, my lord. I don't know if I've even used this yet on the face. And right now I'm just trying to work through my concealers just to make sure that I like them all. But that looks like it'll be a nice shade. It does look radiant. I am very interested to see if I like this. So 10 uses on that concealer. That should be a rollout for next update, no problem, because I will literally just use this the next 10 times I do my makeup. And last but not least, we had Prometheus, a product that changed your makeup game. For me, that's lip liner, because I was not a lip liner girly until like 6 months ago. So I'm bringing in, because I love these, I want every single shade. These are the love+craft+beauty retractable lip liners. They come with a brush, so if you want to smudge them out, you can. I don't like the brush, personally, but I feel like it's maybe because I also don't know how to use it great. But this one's in the shade Space Bay. Now, I didn't think I was going to like these triangle-tipped lip liners, but oh my god. They're so nice. And, like, that's just a peachy pink lip liner. It'll go with literally anything and everything. So I don't think that that'll be hard to use. I don't think it'll be a rollout for next update, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the 5th lip liner that I'm working on, but I do think it'll be easy enough for me to get out in 2 updates or so. So those are the 4 items that I am bringing in. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, any of the like down below, and I will talk with you there. Otherwise, that's going to do it for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys!